Happy Monday. Today's April 25th.
On today's show, we have a reminder interview about tardies and school safety. We also have another new teacher to introduce.
We also want to tell you about the poetry bracket that 8th graders participated in. This and more on today's show. Hi, I'm Angeli.
And I'm Priya.
To start off our show today, please stand and join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have had the privilege of introducing many of our new teachers this year, and today we have another one.
She was a beast on the basketball court during the assembly, and our students love her.
Here is a new 7th grade English teacher, Ms. Hansen, to find out a little more about her.
Hi, my name is Gabriel, and I'm here to interview Ms. Hansen to learn a few things about her. Tell us a few things about yourself.
Hi, I'm Miss Hansen. I teach 7th grade English here. A few things about myself. I graduated from Hope College, and I loved it there. I am originally from the east side, so by Detroit, and I graduated with 50 people, so 50. Yeah, it was really small.
What are a few things you like about West Ottawa?
So because I graduated from such a small school, I love that West Ottawa is a big district and there's lots of opportunities and lots of clubs and sports and things that I never got to experience when I was in middle school. So I love the district and the people that I work with and all the students.
Tell us your goals for the future.
Some of my goals for the future would be, I think because this is my first year at West Ottawa, to learn more about West Ottawa and get involved with something. So I'm still learning everything that West Ottawa has to offer. Another goal is I love reading, hence me being an English teacher. So I have a goal this year to read 35 books, which I don't know, may seem like a lot, it may seem not like a lot. And I think I've read 8 so far. So that's one of my goals.
How do you inspire students?
That's a good question. I like to think I inspire students by getting to know who they are and not just viewing them as students, but viewing them as actual people. I'd like to think that they know that I care about them and that they can come and talk to me with whatever, even if they just need a listening ear. And I always encourage them to be the best people that they can be. So don't give me the bare minimum, but work hard, and hopefully that can inspire some students here.
What are some fun memories from the year?
I have had lots of fun memories this year. I think my favorite memory was the unified basketball game because it was so fun, and I've never experienced anything like that. And just to be a part of it and see our school come together and support people, and it was rowdy. It was so fun. So that was definitely my favorite memory.
Thank you, Ms. Hansen, for letting us interview you, and thank you, Marley, for filming.
Welcome to our school. We're so glad to have you here.
Thanks for those who participated in our Green Week activities. Obviously, the most important thing you can do is find ways to reduce, reuse, and recycle every day.
Every effort, no matter how small it may seem, can add up to help our environment.
Congrats to our band students for playing the national anthem at the Griffins game on Friday. Hopefully, we can share some pictures with you of that event next week.
Next week is May 2nd. This means that Tulip Time is right around the corner. I'm sure our 7th and 8th grade band students are getting excited to march and are starting to practice.
Now over to this week's general announcements.
Thanks, I'm Yair.
And I'm Gabriel. For lunch specials, Monday and Friday is Pasta Bar, Tuesday and Thursday is Taco Bar, Wednesday is Stir Fry Day.
Every Tuesday there will be a special of the day.
Thank you to students that turned in entries for yearbook contest. We will be announcing the winner soon.
Speaking of yearbooks, if you ordered a picture package with a yearbook, you are all set. But if you would like to order a yearbook, these must be ordered by May 13th. School does not order extras to buy when they are handed out on the last day of school.
How are we doing in taking care of the cafeteria? Just a reminder to show respect in taking care of this beautiful space.
The AIM Club will be meeting tomorrow after school in the Mac Bay Library.
As a reminder, student personal technology devices are to remain put away in backpacks during the school day. This includes earbuds. The policy states that not following these rules can result in them being confiscated to the office, and a parent must pick them up.
As the weather warms up, just a reminder to follow school dress code rules.
6th and 7th graders interested in being part of the National Junior Honor Society next year, pick up an application from Ms. Anderson in the Student Center. Applications are due on Friday, April 29.
After break, we had a new addition to our school day, bells. The 1-minute warning bell is doing a great job in decreasing students walking in late to class.
We have an interview with Mr. Sarley to talk about tardies and reminders about school safety.
Hi, my name is Lisha, and I'm here with Mr. Charlie to ask him a few questions about school safety and tardies. What are some ways to stay safe at school?
A few ways that students can stay safe at school is arriving to class on time, being polite, using appropriate language, and obviously, like the golden rule, treat others like the way you want to be treated.
Did they add bells, and how can they help students to get to class on time?
I think they added the bells because I think they really like the way they sound throughout the building, so I think students will enjoy a little peaceful chimes. No, I'm just kidding. I think they added the bells to help students get to class on time. It's just a good reminder for students to know when they have like about a minute left and when they're tardy.
How many tardies can you have until detention?
So students usually get around 4 tardies before we call students in and have a chat with them about how many tardies they're at. Once they reach 5 tardies, they'll receive a lunch detention. Anything after 5 tardies is an after-school detention. And then once you get really, really high up there, we'll consider possibly Saturday school or having a chat with parents and administration.
What are the safety rules during passing time?
A few safety rules during passing time are not congregating in the hallways. So when students are trying to pass, you're not holding any student up from going to class on time. Another one is arriving to class on time. The next one is using appropriate school voice levels in the hallways, not yelling and screaming. And keeping our hallways clean is a very important one as well.
Why is being on time to class an important life skill?
Being on time to class is an important life skill because later on when you are older and have a job, you will have a certain time that you have to be in. And if you're not in on time, it shows your boss that you really don't care about the job that you have. And then you won't be able to keep that job. And then you'll just get fired.
Thank you, Mr. Charlie, for answering your questions, and thank you, Jeremy and Edgar, for recording.
Anytime!
Thanks, Mr. Sarley, and thanks to all the students that consistently get to class on time, ready to learn.
Being on time is an important life skill, so now is the time to make it a good habit.
The multilingual fair at Harbor Lights last week was a great success. Thanks to all who attended and to those who performed at the event.
Now over to sports for this week's sports report.
Thanks, I'm Brody.
And I'm Richard. For boys tennis, the white team plays the black team at home on Tuesday. Thursday, the white team challenges Hudsonville Baldwin at home, and the black team is away against Hudsonville Riley.
The girls' soccer team plays Holland at home. On Tuesday and Thursday, they are away at Grand Haven.
Boys and girls track and field compete in a tri-meet at Mona Shores on Thursday.
Good luck, Panthers, in your games. Back to the anchors.
In combination with March's Reading Month and March Madness, 8th graders had their own bracket that featured poets.
Here is more about that.
Hello. Recently, the 8th graders did a March Madness poetry bracket, and today we're here with Miss Herrick to learn more. How long have you been doing poetry brackets, and how does it work?
Oh, this is about the 4th year we've been doing this, and it works by establishing a Sweet 16 group that Mr. Hicks and I have worked to establish a variety of poets from a variety of backgrounds. And then anonymously, we present each poem so that students can hear the poem and without having the bias of knowing who the poet is and therefore voting for their favorite poet, they're able to listen to the poem, let it wash over them, and make a decision about which poems move forward, thereby which poets move forward in the brackets, from Sweet 16 to the Elite 8, Final 4, the championship, and then the winner.
How does the poetry bracket help us learn more about poetry?
Well, At first, I think it starts off as just a competition. Like when people find out that Kobe Bryant wrote poetry, it's really exciting, and a lot of people vote for Kobe, and they just want his name to go forward. But as we get into the readings and as the brackets begin to narrow, I think students get more into what the poems are saying, and it becomes a really intense competition about which poem is presented in the best way, the most beautiful way as far as how it's heard and the words used, the poetic devices used, and the message that is delivered. So eventually I think students really get into the poem itself and just enjoying the poetry, not because it's a grade or something we have to study, but just listening and enjoying and, voting for what they like.
Tell us more about the winner, Pat Mora.
Well, Pat Mora was in our competition last year, and she was beat out by Maya Angelou. But this year, Maya Angelou fell pretty quickly to Paul Laurence Dunbar, and Pat Mora kept moving on in the rounds. I think the students really liked her authentic voice. Pat Mora is an award-winning poet. She's written for books and short stories as well as poems for young children, teens, adults. But she really wants to pursue the Hispanic voice in our culture and show that in poetry. And I think a lot of that resonated with a lot of our students.
What did students enjoy most about the poetry bracket?
Winning. I think they want to win. And when their brackets are blown, I think they get excited about maybe predicting who the next winner will be. I think they enjoy trying to figure it out. As the brackets get narrowed, I think they try to figure out which person wrote which poem, if they can find a pattern in the voice. And I just think they enjoy working with poetry in a fun way, again, without grades, without assessments, just enjoying the poem.
Thank you, Ms. Harrington, for allowing us to interview her. And thank you for Raymond for recording and Brian Martinez for helping.
MSTEP testing will start tomorrow, so make sure to get a good night's sleep and eat a good breakfast.
Thanks for watching. Keep trying the Pen to Pride. Have a great week. And go!
Go!